Are you sure Bordisa would do anything to hurt Scott? I mean, to give an innocent baby to a woman who's not even her mother?
This guy wouldn't even blink an eye.
Well, who knows where Christina will end up then? We have to stop him, Chris.
Yeah, and the best way to do that is to get you sprung out of here so you can lay claim to your daughter.
What's the latest on Operation Farewell, Ferncliff?
We're just waiting for the hearing now. Once we get that, Baldwin will get the sack as your guardian. Then we can line up a psychiatrist who'll say you're fit to stand trial.
You mean a new psychiatrist?
Yeah, Leopold knows this woman with a lot of forensic experience, and she's intrigued by your case.
Oh, so is Kevin.
Then where is he now, when you need him most?
What is it you know about Eve? Where is she?
I couldn't tell you that, Monk.
Would someone please tell me something? Victor, I saw you on a slab in the morgue, for God's sake. Tell me what's going on.
Mark, I'm terribly sorry that we had to deceive you. We had no other option. You had to be convinced I was dead.
Why?
So you and Eve would go back to Port Charles.
If only you had left Rome, Dr. Lambert wouldn't be missing now.
Victor, who is this person?
Monk, he's a good friend.
It was my job to keep you and your companion out of harm's way, but you made it difficult by ignoring my warnings.
Fine, then we both messed up. And now Eve is gone. Kidnapped?
We have to assume that. Yes.
And you have no idea where?
Not yet. But I have no doubt why she was taken. The plan is to use her as bait.
To catch what?
Me.
Okay, I'm not dead. That's good. That's good. Now, if I could just figure out where I am. Okay. Hey! Hey! What is this? Name that tune? All right, you guys, enough's enough. Stop it! Stop it! Help me! Somebody help! I'm not discussing this anymore. I'm keeping Kevin.
Why, because Kevin is such a terrific shrink and you think he can get you out of this snake pit? Julie, Collins was a stalker. That's going to give him real credibility in court.
Kevin had a breakdown years ago, and he recovered just like I have. Maybe that's why he understands me.
What is he going to say in court? Your Honor, only 6 months ago, Julie Devlin held a gun to my head and almost killed 2 of my closest friends by breaking them up in a wall alive. But now... oh, now she's a mountain of mental health.
That's exactly what I want him to say. If this man I harmed can tell the judge that he believes I've changed...
And tell me again, where is Collins now?
Out of town, on personal business.
So while you're waiting for him to mosey back into town, what's happening to your baby? This psychiatrist, she comes highly recommended.
Oh, by our favorite ambulance chaser, Darren Leopold.
Why are you so down on this guy? All he wants to do is help you out of here.
What he wants is to be my new guardian so he can grab a big slice of my estate in fees.
Look, at least he's motivated. I mean, Collins would let you rot in here.
And this doctor...
Locke.
She's rushing to help out because...
she happens to be an expert in mind control victims. That's why Leopold thought of her.
Greg certainly messed with my head.
So why not let this woman work with you?
Why do you want this so badly, Chris?
Спасибо.
A drink, Dr. Collins?
No, I don't want to drink. I need to keep my mind clear. What's the matter? Don't you have to, Mr. Zorin, or whatever the hell your name is?
Monk, this is not his fault.
You know, you're absolutely right, Victor. It's mine. I'm the one who left Eve alone. Obviously, they were looking for me. When they didn't find me, they took her, hoping to lure you out in the open.
Of course. I care about her a great deal. They must have known that.
Who is they? Tell me, terrorists? Agents of a foreign government? What?
We don't yet know whom they're working for.
Then why are they so bloody interested in you?
Because of work I did in the past on high-level security codes, more specifically, my astonishing success at breaking them.
If this organization kidnapped Eve, why haven't they tried to contact you?
Because they don't think they need to.
Then how are they supposed to make a trade? Oh, come on! What are you not telling me? Victor, Eve is out there. She's alone. She's frightened, and she's probably in danger.
Mark, the truth is going to sound like a fantasy to you, but it's not. I assure you, it's very real. The group that took Eve, they've been involved for several years on high-intensive research into psychic phenomena.
You mean ESP, mind reading, all that nonsense?
They don't think it's nonsense. As a matter of fact, it's the foundation of the entire so-called Cobra project.
Finally, a name I recognize. Now, what or who is the Cobra?
Back in the days of the Cold War, Cobra was the code name of an amazingly effective American spy, who we later discovered to be a double agent just before he disappeared. Apparently, he is now the driving force behind this psychic research project.
Victor, what does ESP have to do with something like counterintelligence?
Cobra Group has done very advanced work into a quite simple premise. People who love each other may have an unusually strong psychic bond that connects them.
So these people believe that they can tap into that bond. Like tapping a telephone to get information?
But completely undetectable. That's the beauty of psychic espionage.
Well, it doesn't look very beautiful from where I stand. Not with Eve caught up in it somehow.
Eve was taken because they think that because I care for her, we may have a psychic connection. If she sends me a signal that she's in trouble, and if I am responsive to that signal, if I pick it up, then they will instantly pinpoint where I'm in hiding.
Victor, no matter how frightened she is, she won't send anything out to you. She believes you're dead.
That's right. But she will certainly send a signal to you, and if we're going to have any chance of finding her, you're going to have to pick it up.
Stop that music! Stop it! Make it stop! Do you hear me? Oh, thank God. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Who are you? Who are you? Where's Kevin?
We'll ask the questions, Doctor. But we're very pleased you're here.
I'm not pleased I'm here. The room service is lousy.
Relax, Dr. Lambert. You're going to be with us a while.
What do you want from me? Hello? Oh, your CD collection's pathetic. Did you know that? Don't you have any Miles Davis?
Bring back memories? You did work for a circus years ago.
That sounds like you've done your homework. Why don't you tell me?
You were on the road with your mother. You'd get up at dawn, put up the big top, work all day, take it down.
Beat summer school.
It was a terrible life, filled with terrible people. Like the man your mother shot. Didn't she go to prison for that? Leaving you alone, unprotected, just like you are now.
Fair point to this.
We have a few questions.
Yeah, well, I might have the answers if you just untie me.
I'm sure you'll decide to cooperate. Either that or experience some very unpleasant events.
Okay, Kevin. You can find me now. You can find me now anytime, Kevin. Please help me, Kevin.
Will you even consider changing psychiatrists?
What do you get out of this? A juicy referral fee?
Your walking paper's out of here. Julie, I really do care about you.
Since when?
We're going to be husband and wife.
Oh, that's right. And I do plan to have a loveless marriage, just like everyone else.
Well, that sounds pretty twisted.
Oh, does it? Because I think I've made amazing progress.
Well, then why are you still locked up?
I told you, Kevin is going to fix that.
Kevin does not want you on the loose. Ever. Even if he did, how is a man to really understand what you've been through?
If you really believe that, why not let me find my own female therapist? Then I can be sure whoever my new doc is working for me and not you or that greedy Leopold.
Have you always been this paranoid?
Okay, say I let your doctor treat me. She gives her blessing to our marriage. I say I do. Then whammo, she certifies me hopelessly insane. And you end up with everything, 100% of the DL56 profits.
So you don't trust anyone?
I trust Kevin.
Only because of this sick obsession you still have with the Collins family.
Kevin has seen me at my worst and still has faith in me.
All right, let me make this perfectly clear to you. Kevin is not going to help you. Dr. Locke will. Now, do you want out of here or not? Guard!
You're skeptical.
Oh, no, Victor. It makes perfect sense. The only way I can find the woman that I love is to tune in with my ESP.
Mark, I know how difficult it is for you to even accept that there is such a thing as psychic communication.
Maybe not. I used to live with Lucy. And I know that she had some sort of a... I don't even know what to call it. Sensitivity? But I also know that she couldn't control it.
Very few of us can.
Are you saying that you have psychic abilities?
Mark, we all do. We're all transmitting thoughts unconsciously 24 hours a day. And other beings can pick up on those thoughts. After all, it's well established now that cats and dogs routinely read the minds of their owners. But what I can do is to block my output so no one can listen in on me.
How?
It started when I first became ill. I had the astonishing experience of being cut off from my own emotions, one by one, like a telephone operator, disconnecting an old switchboard. But then later, when I finally began to recover, I discovered that I could still disconnect, but whenever I wanted to, as a conscious act. And Cobra is frantic to find out how I managed that.
Well, why hasn't he come after you before now?
I've asked myself that question 1,000,000 times. The only answer I can come up with is that he waited till you and I grew so close.
That you couldn't disconnect anymore.
I don't regret that. Not for a moment. But that's what made you show up on their radar again. And that's why you had to leave Port Charles. Well, I knew they'd try to get to me by hurting the people I love, so I had to leave Mary, I had to leave you.
And that's what... Oh, Victor, of course we had to come and track you down. And now they have Eve, someone close to you, and that's exactly what they wanted.
I hate to ask you this, but could you make a leap of faith? We have no other option. Could you try to make a psychic connection to Eve?
Victor, I'll try anything. But I don't know where to begin.
It helps if you recall good times with the person you're trying to reach.
Well, that I can do, no problem. Okay.
I've never been so turned on in my whole life.
Well, I didn't realize until I saw you.
Realize what?
That I'm falling in love.
Kevin?
Eve, don't leave me! Oh, my God.
What did you see, Mark?
It doesn't make any sense. I was conjuring up memories of Eve that make me happy, and suddenly it was like I was being gripped by a paralyzing fear.
Your emotions worked. What happened is you made the connection. And then what happened was that Eve's fear came flooding back at you.
But we don't have any proof of that. I mean, that could be my imagination.
Oh, no.
It doesn't prove that we actually connected. I wasn't having visions or anything.
Your emotions are creating too much static.
But I thought it was the emotions that made the link.
This is very difficult to understand. But once you make the connections, you have to rein in your emotions to keep yourself open to the message of the communication. Now, I know how frustrating this is for you, but please, you've got to try again.
All right. It's not working.
Did you see anything?
Yes, but it doesn't have anything to do with Eve. It's an image from the novel I'm writing right now.
Mark, please, you've got to try again, please.
But and I'm supposed to remain calm and collected while I can imagine what they're doing to Eve? Victor, she could be dead already.
No, no, I assure you, they won't harm her as long as they think they need her to get to me. But the reason I can't try to make a connection, I don't even know if I could, but I can't even try because as soon as they pick up my signal, they'll know where I'm hiding, and as soon as they know that, yes, then Eve would be expendable.
So I'm the only one that can make a connection to her. And I'm not even sure it's possible.
Your keeper caught me in the parking lot. Said you wanted to see me again. Have you had a change of heart?
Not exactly. But I didn't want you to go away mad.
Julie, I'm not going to stay mad. There's too much at stake for both of us.
Kevin can get me out of here.
But he won't. Look, Collins is not an idiot. He knows there's something cooking between them.
How can you be so sure?
Because he refused to help reinstate my privileges to visit you.
Nobody trusts you, Chris.
Thanks.
And I have Kevin where I want him. Almost. I mean, why give that up for a total unknown?
You don't want a guy like Collins bobbing and weaving through your head like Cooper did.
Well, let's not discuss Cooper again.
Look, you've always been vulnerable to these brainy types. And all they want to do is control you.
Present company included?
You know, if you're going to start this again...
Don't go!
Look, I've said my piece. With this one poignant reminder. Bordisso's Find the Real Mommy scam may be aimed at Scott and Lucy, but the only person who will suffer is you. And Bordisso will end up with Christina.
No.
Then fire Kevin and hire Dr. Locke.
Monk, where are you going?
To find Eve.
But you don't even know where to look.
Well, I know this isn't working. Flipping through memories like an old photo album.
Monk, if you stay here, if you don't give up, you could make a psychic connection to Eve that'll lead directly to her.
But you're asking me to do two contradictory things. Focus on Eve and ignore the fact that she's frightened, maybe even in pain.
Do you remember the first moment that you realized that you loved her?
Of course I do.
Then concentrate on that. Think of that moment. Think of that whole new world it opened up for you. Just go there in your mind. Go to a place where it's only you and Eve. Eve!
I'm not going to let you do this.
I need you to fight and come back to me.
Eve? She's breathing! You're with me.
Is the memory clear?
Yes.
Do you feel the connection that you made at that moment? Good. Thank you. That connection has never been broken. Open your heart again. Let it lead you directly to Eve, without worry, without fear. Look up and see her.
Oh, I can't do it. I just keep seeing the image of that child in the book that I'm writing.
All right. Did you hear anything?
Circus music, but that's a memory of Ryan, not Eve.
Why do you say that?
His brother Ryan was killed at a circus.
Look, wherever Eve is, I've lost her.
Any minute now, Kevin will find me. Kevin will find me.
Eve?
Kevin, I'm right here. Kevin, I'm right here.
You truly believe Dr. Collins will come?
He will! He loves me!
Like your parents did? I don't see them here. I don't see anyone riding to your rescue. But you must be used to that. Being abandoned.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
that be why you fell for Dr. Collins? Because you knew he would leave you.
He won't.
He walked out on his mother and brother, left his first love to drown in a lake. And his poor brother, who died in a funhouse fire. He even left his bride at the altar. Why would he treat you differently?
Kevin is coming. Kevin is coming. Kevin is coming. Kevin is coming. Kevin is coming.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, more on the search for the wreckage of JFK Jr.'s plane. Plus, wrestling with politics. Governor Jesse Ventura will be here. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.